Hey everybody, welcome to Naruto Fan FB. This week's chapter 684. We
46.
It's not the chapter. We must kill him. I felt like that was a little cheesy. I'm just gonna go out and say that right from the start. Like I feel like everyone in Naruto's fort has kind of been like, "Yeah, I'm trying to kill you." So for Kaguya to like go outright and say like, "My only option now is to kill him," it's like, well,
Were you ever not?
what were you doing before? Like,
I thought we were fighting.
sorry, Pantho, my cat decides to, or my brother's cat is deciding to, Anyway, I thought that was a little corny. Like, I was under the impression that they were trying to kill Naruto and Sasuke.
Maybe she just was going on the assumption that she was so powerful that he meant nothing and that she didn't need to worry. And yet, spending this effort to fight him and drag him into... I don't know.
Maybe she just wanted to trap him in another dimension.
Pantho wants to hang out with me.
I can tell.
So we learned that she has like 5 or 6 dimensions that she can.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah, and that apparently the desert was somehow the hub.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna throw this out there. Last week we had I was on vacation, Andy was somewhere, Reed was somewhere. It was just really hard to get us all together, so we missed you guys. I'm sorry, we love you so much though. Anyway, yeah, so the hub or like the main world is that like desert location, and Kaguya retreats back after Naruto's pretty awesome Kage Bunshin Ninjutsu, which was really cool for his dimension space filler, even more Kage Bunshin than ever before.
What's weird is like he's using all of his old jutsus.
Well, I like that because he's like, yeah, I need to go back to the basics. Like I can throw a giant jutsu at her, but she's just gonna absorb it. So I need to think like a ninja back when I was like young.
That was actually the one thing that I really liked about this chapter was, a couple panels of him thinking and kind of analyzing. That's what we've always talked about Sasuke's strongest suit being. So seeing Naruto actually think about it as opposed to just, alright, I'm gonna run a punch in the face, believe it!
Yo, it was cool that he was able to like make himself incredibly strong using the immense amount of chakra or whatever. What do you
like the animals, the dolphin horse or
yeah,
whatever.
But would you concentrate the chakra or something like that? I don't know.
Sure.
Anyway,
the same thing Sakura does.
Apparently he's like super strong now. He can do whatever he wants. Naruto. So
I mean, hasn't it been that way since?
Yeah.
Like he got the god powers.
And then after that, the Nine Tails refines the chakra so that he's using it in an even more efficient way, I guess. So that he was able to do more Kage Bunshin Ninjutsu. Dimension fillers.
I don't get how he even has chakra left.
Hasn't it?
Because he's like
he's been fighting for like a year straight.
But he's godlike though. Like,
he's been able to do whatever he wants basically since the 4th came back and he got like the second box.
The second half of the box.
That's right.
And then to get
even
all
like
the
saw the second half. Of
but
the
he
box.
also has like all the wills and all the tail beasts in him now, so it's kind of just like. And then on top of that, he gets like some chakra from what's his name, the sage. So
basically,
it's kind of just like, why don't you just make me a god?
So no matter who you are, if you try really hard and are a god incarnate, and also the son of a legend, and also have all of these mystical beings in you,
you can be
then you can be anything you
you
want.
Can be
if
anything
you believe in
you
yourself.
want, kids. Believe it.
If you believe in yourself.
I want to read the Naruto story about an inner city child that grew up on the outskirts of Konoha. Some black kid. That's like,
Konoha's ghetto.
I grew up with nothing, and I made it to the NBA. All on my little bit of chakra.
I watched the Blind Samurai episode of Boondocks the other day.
Oh yeah, the first one.
There was another one.
I don't know if there's a second one. I'm guessing I haven't seen the new season.
Right.
Oh, the first
no,
one.
this is just on Netflix.
Okay, so that was awesome. Yeah, so I mean, Sakura and Obito sneak into that world or whatever. And
hang on, how did they get into that world?
I think they just
Obito's got the little
yeah, his
yeah, but why are the dimensions connected? Like I just
Well, Obito's been able to
'Cause
travel
why
through
not?
dimensions, and I think
Yeah,
it's
but I
just,
thought Obito had like his own.
he does,
dimension.
but he says that it would take an immense amount of chakra to travel into her dimension, but that's why they had the clone Naruto with them and stuff. And they all use like all the chakra combined or some shit to get in there. But yo, Kaguya does her little like bone like
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
Yeah, the spear dance.
yeah, that was pretty badass. Throw it out there. That was pretty cool. I saw on the Naruto page that I think it was Victor that kind of when he posted it that he said maybe there's some relation to like the Kaguya clan to her because like she did it. I mean, I'm assuming that
people have been
everything.
talking about that for.
Yes, I mean since I saw the first like the marks and
Gods,
the fact that her name is Kaguya, like man. Kishimoto's kind of telegraphed every connection to us, so like I'm just gonna go and say that there's some sort of like bloodline from her, especially because she's like the founder of like Jutsu.
Also, the final villain's going to be Hinata.
I'm going
God, bad. Oh, I, anyway,
I don't know.
I got nothing to say.
But yeah, Naruto took a fucking
But yeah, you get a hold of
thing
the
to the chest,
stomach.
stomach.
Chest.
Shit. One thing that
Torso.
bothered me about that,
Thorax.
what bothered me a lot about that whole thing was Sasuke's been able to see through clones since like day one. Now we have this god being that can't tell if it's a clone or the real thing. Like, come on now. She has like a Sharingan. She has the Bakuga and everything. And
Wait, the little fighting tops?
No, Yakuza. And
Those are Beyblades.
yeah, those are Beyblades.
Bakuman were the little ball.
Thank you.
What about Bakugan?
That's
Byakuga.
Bakuman's the
Bakuman's the manga.
Yeah. And then,
manga about the manga.
Yes.
And
With
then
like
the other
the,
thing,
the
the
business
ball
honor.
comes,
Yes.
Anyway,
business
she
honor.
has everything
She
in her
has the
arsenal.
She's got all the powers.
She has all the powers to see through clones, and she's like, "Where's the real one? Where's Waldo?" And I'm like, "Just look with
They're all the real one.
your all-telling eye."
Yeah.
I don't
Not
like that.
crazy about this bad guy.
I'm not crazy about the
And
writing.
why is Black Zetsu the one that seems like he's in charge? Like
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah.
"You need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this," and she's like, "Yeah, right. I don't know anything about it."
you're right.
Yeah, like I'm an idiot. Like, what?
The whole time she's, I don't know.
I don't like the taste.
I mean, I guess it's like the reason, because like, okay, why does this villain exist? It's like there's no backstory that really.
well, she just wants
don't have any
all to be
relation to it.
one, and all the chakras belongs to her.
Well, I just feel like thematically, it's like she represents this constant cycle where in every generation there's always this like rogue like bad guy, and she's kind of the source of it because I feel like she kind of represents that like negative energy. So I feel like defeating her is kind of like, oh, they broke the cycle.
Thematically, we've kind of like strayed off the
definitely.
path of most of Naruto.
I was actually really happy with Madara being the final villain, to be honest.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
had a decent backstory. You know?
He had motive. Like this motive with Kaguya, it's like
Now it's just
I
like,
just
oh,
want chakra.
you're a god, you're
that-
just
yeah,
fighting
I-
Ninja Legend now
and-
for the sake of
you-
doing it.
They have to nerf her power so much. Because they haven't, like, I don't feel like they've leveled Naruto and Sasuke up enough so that I can see them on the same level. And now all these random ass ninjas are, like, fighting Kaguya. And I feel like she
Wait,
can just.
who are the random ass ninjas?
I mean, Kakashi, I'm saying for her, they're random ninjas. They're
Oh,
not
okay.
anything special.
you know, they're only the characters introduced in
Not-
issue number 3.
Yeah, not random ninja number 5 over here. But all these ninjas are fighting her, and they're all like putting in work, and she should be able to just like create a dimension and split their body in half. Like, just kill them. I don't understand why it's so difficult for her. She can pretty much do whatever she wants, and she's having trouble killing them. That's like having all the money in the world and not being able to figure out what you want to do. Like, it's like, oh, I don't know what to do for dinner tonight. I'm just gonna starve. Like, you have all the money in the world. Just have someone cook you something.
Just
Like,
figure it out.
yeah, exactly. Just figure it out.
Pick
You
one.
you have no limits. You can create the world around people and teleport them into this world, and you can't. Like, why did you teleport them into a lava world and not teleport them like in the lava?
Can you make this a little?
I'm just wondering, like,
With the
yeah. I don't get it. Like, I do get it because the story's called Naruto, not Kaguya kills everyone, but just stop making someone so powerful having such
that
a
would be
hard time.
such a plop of an ending if it just ends with all of our characters
Just like falling
dying.
into lava, and then everyone's like, "They're coming back next week."
There is no next week.
Thank you for reading Naruto.
The end.
It's been a great 10 years.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I could easily see this series going on for another year or two. Like,
So I was reading the chapter this morning, like I do on Wednesdays, and Abby looks over at me. She's like, "Chapter read?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "So is Naruto ending yet?" I'm like, "I don't even know anymore." She's like, 3 years ago you were saying, "Oh, the series is about to
it's
end real
wrapping
soon,"
up. Yeah,
and I was because
I still believe.
we learned.
I
who
still
Toby
believe
was.
this is the year.
I thought we
and
were there.
Watch us be 2
Yeah,
years
but like,
later.
okay,
No, now
I feel like we talk about this every week. But like, is Sasuke gonna fight Naruto?
Kishimoto's like said that that's something that needs to happen. So if that's the case, this is going on until
Well,
fucking Dragon
here's
Ball
just like-
Z GT. Like,
during the 4 years the war was going on, like I would have never guessed that they were going to introduce some mythology about a tree of
Yeah.
life and a fruit and a god, and then fight her, and then she would be the one that takes my.
and then all
Where the hell
and
is
the
any of
fact-
this going? Like,
Yeah.
why is the Sage of the Six Paths now a character
that's just
in the
randomly.
series?
Why did the Sage of the Six Paths, like all of a sudden the Sage of the Six Paths decides now's the right time to jump in and be like, hey, by the way, I probably could have come by and told you guys that this crazy, my mom, she's a bitch, and she's trying to kill everyone. But you know what? I waited until she showed up, and now I'm gonna tell you how to deal with her. Like, if he could, obviously
when
he
you
can
run
tell
out of
this-
ideas for character development, entering your characters into gods, and then introduce more gods. No, you just wrap it. Call it a day.
You know what's sad about this too?
Early.
I think
Not even
Naruto.
early. That's on time.
I'll be a
I would
Naruto
say.
fan for life. I love Naruto. I love everything that I've read so far, and even the bad stuff I enjoy because I've had such an experience with Naruto.
Yeah, I'm still enjoying this. I'm still in it to the end.
I was at a
don't think it's as good as it used to be.
I was at a party and I was talking to some random kid that was there, and we was talking about comic books and stuff, and he was like, "Yeah, I read manga too, but like I only read Naruto and Bleach now just because like I've read it for so long, but they're so bad." And like I was like, "Shit." Like I review chapters every week.
No,
and, like,
I got to that point on Bleach.
yeah, no, I'm the
way
same.
back.
I'm the same way with Bleach. Like I read it because like I've
It's a habit.
invested so many years into it that it's like going to college and not finishing. Like
Well, might as well see what
yeah,
happens.
exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
well, that's what I'm saying about it's better if a show gets like cut off early because then there's always like Firefly is an example. It's like people
I mean,
always
I-
want more.
yeah, that could have ended differently.
Compare Naruto to something that ended really well and had like a nice
Hitman
solid.
Reborn,
Hitman Reborn, Full Metal
Death Note,
Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah,
But
they
you know what
went
the
on
difference
for
with
quite a
those
while,
are?
But they had an arc in mind.
They weren't like they were big mangas,
They
but
weren't
they weren't
like
like
the
these.
top
Yeah,
three.
they weren't the
Yeah.
top three. One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto, they're just money makers.
Dragon
So
Ball.
yeah, well, yeah, Dragon Ball's a perfect example. Dragon Ball Z, like they just
Toriyama wanted to end it after
So-
Frieza.
oh Cell was it Freezer?
Wanted to
I
end
thought it
after
was Cell.
Frieza. That was going to be the final boss. But it made a lot of money and was really
Yeah,
popular.
they're
and
probably
they
not
talked him
allowed
into
to
it.
end it.
Yeah,
So-
no, I know, and I'm sure they're
Well, I
like
mean,
Kishimoto, figure something out.
Allowed, yeah. If
All
you
in
walk
all,
away from what they're offering you.
I don't want this to be like a Naruto like we hate Naruto rant video because that's not what it is.
Naruto GT.
But I do think that Naruto's getting a little dragged out. I think that some of the characters that were introduced don't have enough substance behind them or enough backstory to really appreciate them. Every other villain we've seen has had a good backstory, has had motive. This
Yeah.
one, like, I don't give a shit about Kaguya. Like, just when she's killed off and we can move on to maybe Sasuke and Naruto, then I think that will really be into the chapters. But right now, just it's almost like it's an inevitability that she's gonna lose. So just
I honestly don't see how you can move back to a Sasuke and Naruto conflict.
Unless it's somehow like planet-destroying god battle.
Unless he's been planning it this whole time to.
yeah, right.
That would
Sasuke was
feel
like,
really,
I
really
found-
ham-fisted.
I read the tablet a long time ago. I knew this was all gonna happen. I waited for all this to happen so that we could fight and I can get god powers. And now I can defeat you.
Actually, it was me all along.
I mean, if that
It turns out Toby really was time traveling.
Yeah,
Sasuke.
right? Like, exactly. Shishui really is alive this whole time, and it's all been a genjutsu.
I knew it! That's why they put him in the game!
What will come next? I mean, we're having fun with
It's
it all.
Konohamaru. It's Konohamaru.
Yeah, right? Could you imagine?
When's Hiroka taking his turn as the final villain?
Yeah, the final boss. The ramen guy.
Fuck the ramen guy. And Kagami.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the chapter was whatever. I mean, for what's happening, it's progressing nicely, I guess. I'm not really happy with the whole Kaguya thing, but accepting the fact that Kaguya is the main villain, I guess it's progressing
The story's
well.
still going. Yeah. I'm still reading it. I still love Naruto as a series.
The one thing I did like that Sakura said was, she was like, oh, Obito has realized that he's beyond saving and he's willing to do it.
That was
I was
cool.
like, I mean, I think that was kind of just Kishimoto, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with Obito now, so I'm just going to make it look like Sakura knows what Obito realizes is beyond saving, which doesn't make any sense because this whole time Obito's been like, I'm here to redeem myself. Like,
well, last week he was like, I'm here to redeem myself, just let me take the reins, let me walk in front of you and die for it. Like, okay, all right.
But I like that. I like it.
On the flip side of that, one thing Obito said was, listen, Sakura, it's all up to you now.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
Like Sasuke saying, oh, you're fucking useless, stay out of the way, bitch.
I didn't like that at all, though, because
I thought it was hilarious.
I mean, it's funny that Obito says that, but I thought it was just Kishimoto, like, oh, I've written Sakura so poorly this whole time that I'm gonna, she's gonna be the savior! Yay! Save everybody! This couldn't have been done without Sakura. Like,
it's all up to you.
I feel like it was really forced just for her even being around. Like, she could have easily been trapped in a tree. I would have been okay with that.
Trapped in a tree.
But what do you guys think about where Naruto's going? Not on some, like, we hate Naruto or you hate Naruto, but you can dislike certain things. Do you like Kaguya? Do you like what's going on with this? Do you dislike it?
Do you see an end to this? Do you see a next step? Do you think there's going to be a next
Sasuke
villain?
Do you think there's going to be a Sasuke and Naruto battle that we've all been waiting for? What say you? No spin zone.
Yeah, give us ideas. Give us something to talk about. Give us something to talk about.
I wish Andy walked in right now. That'd be fucking amazing.
Oh, that'd be real.
Hey guys! Alright, so we'll see you guys next week.